One of the toughest things to do on the road, when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on another team from the Big Ten. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people. Speed is what makes him different.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier when he called his own.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Yeah, I love the... They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent in making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense has picked it up, playing with so...
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can...
Going deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field.
Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Might be looking to run. Bought a little time, lets it go. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. But it's a seam wide open. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box.
He's loose. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And QBs love their...
So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given...
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you expect to win, and sometimes that leads to slow starts. But I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Gonna run it. It's Darnold. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the missed connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses and...
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. There
he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Thanks to grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's caught inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rourke. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their... Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. At this point in the season, you're probably at if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he...
Intercepted a first half turnover. Swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake. They'll crank up this drive from the... Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going for it all. And Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a top-5 team in this conference taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. Committed to talk about Michigan. See to the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, though.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep
a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of one.
Take him chunk by chunk.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. Oh, a lot of space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Rushes on him, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. Got room at the 35. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And some room to work. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's in open space downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Second quarter might not be...
The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got a first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And nice answer by this defense. You give them a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. Got his man to the left. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's going to take it all the way. Touch. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Pulled down for the tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to buy time. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave him a little time. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the defense got him at the 27.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
When you're They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Rourke. They make the offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense. And they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what...
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guy.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former this crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On a little time, lets it go. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Lost the fire on second down. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But
lots of running room. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said no. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
what a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Quarterback now breaking the field. Wide open spaces. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get...
Offense working from the pistol. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab on the left. Turning on the Jets. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the quarterback. Can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the